bathroom. Got a lot of littles.
Dada.
Big little back there.
Dada. I'm a big back.
Say hello.
Hi. Dada. Dada.
Okay.
Are we gonna go to the place where we're staying?
We're gonna go to a place before that. A special place. They don't know yet. Shh, it's a secret. some. Oh yeah, I know this place. That's cool. Morning.
Okay, sunshine. Don't
It's because I walked by. You guys know it. Where are they?
No, I'm gonna win. I won. It was a race.
Did you guys find anything out?
There's parking over there.
How did we get there?
I don't know. I think we had to go around. I'm gonna go with Gianna.
We gotta go to the car so we can get stuff out. You
Try to
good?
breathe.
You just ran. You just ran a mile right now.
Gianna! Come on! Gianna, hurry! Dada, says your name.
Adam son. Three geezers.
You're dead.
Might not be able to see them, but there's turtles over there on that wood.
But Dada, they're dead. I got a cut. Dada, I've been having this cut. My chest.
Stop touching it. Some wattage.
That is big. It doesn't need to be that big, does it?
Sure does, why not? Some schmutz on there.
Now we left Mama behind. Could I show the camera my money?
Show it to him. Show it to your viewers. Look at this baller, shot caller. Look at him. He's got all the toys. He's got what you need. What are you buying?
I can't move. I can't show the YouTubers I can't move.
Go. You in the quicksand? Are you stuck in the quicksand, guy? Huh? Come on, Cheese Weasel.
I'm doing this so I can get stuck.
No, how about we don't get stuck, okay?
Oh, God. You want to move?
What can you eat, Gar?
I
Tell 'em
can
what
eat
you
a
can eat,
whole
A
lion.
whole lion. Oh my goodness.
So hungry you can eat a whole lion?
Yeah.
I can eat a hungry that I can eat an elephant.
I'm so hungry I can eat a whole whale.
Ben, you want to race?
I'm so hungry I can
Gianna,
eat
don't
a
drop your phone,
humpback
dude.
whale.
Whoa, geezer, that's a big whale, dude. You sure?
And Axe is gonna eat a black A
I can eat a whole whale.
A brown whale or a brown bear?
I can eat a whole whale and him.
Where'd you go? She's back there somewhere.
Dad, I have bear ears.
You have bear ears?
Yeah.
Pretty cool, dude.
Well, I'm a gummy bear. Well, I'm a gummy bear. Well, I'm a yummy bunny. I can gummy bear. Wait, Dad, are there crocodiles here or alligators?
More than likely not, dude.
Baby cameraman? Look.
No.
Because I had a hair on my mouth. And I took it out.
Some of the first ones.
Dad, is that an old train? How do you even
Looks like it.
park over here?
That's a wagon top boiler.
What? Oh, okay. William. Why did you give me the side eye?
It's cool, huh? Oh, you guys are doing Morse code, huh?
No.
Okay, stop.
Hi, what would you like to order today? Hey, I didn't get to do it. I didn't get to do it. What would you like to order? Hey, customer. No, the customers.
No, Fiona.
They're cheesy.
Okay. This is the kind of wagon.
Really? Two, three. William, you're in brother's way. Sit. What, really? You don't want Wheeze to be the littlest one?
Oh my gosh.
Ready? Look. One. Wait, William. Stick your head out, dude. Put your hands up. No, put your hands down. Cheese. Okay, come on.
This one is.
Hey, go with your brother real quick.
How do we go?
This one.
We have to hold hands. No.
Yeah, hold his hand.
I gotta get something. Mama, Dada, can I get something? Dada.
We'll get it in a minute. Thank you.
I want to get one. Dada, can I get?
Look at it.
I gotta get this.
Let's look for now, and then when we leave, we'll come back and buy something, okay? Let's look, and then when we're on the train ride, you can think about, oh, what am I gonna get? There's so many good things. What do I pick? And then next time we come here, when the train comes back,
Can I have this?
you know what you're gonna get. Put it back. I'm just telling him.
Wait, what is that?
We'll get something when we come back off the train, okay? Yeah. Put it back. Hey, I need you to put your jacket on. Don't be sitting on counters. Cool.
Dada.
What?
Slug?
This is my seat.
No, look at it.
Do you want to play tic
You want to be a slug?
Yeah. I want to be a slug.
Okay, we'll go look around and then we'll come back. Wait. We'll come back, okay? Come on. Let's go look at all this stuff.
Put it down.
Dada, when we come back, when we get the bottle.
Maybe.
We're looking at the stuff, please. Okay, they got maps over here. One's for gentlemen, one's for the ladies. Oh. Give me a little hand.
I need to get some stickers before we go.
Look, babe, you want a sequoia?
Heck yeah.
Is that an actual sequoia?
It says it. You want to sharpen?
Come on, boys. Hey, don't be touching the glass. Come on. Look at what sticker are we gonna get? Maybe.
We're at the bars.
There's a
William, remember?
doctor's hat.
Dada, we gotta get this.
Put it down. Duck food? Oh, cool. We'll get it.
It's a transformer. Transformer.
Here. Get 6 bags.
6 bags.
Or here. Yeah, get 6 bags. Grab 6 of them and go pay for it. I'm just gonna try her strength.
1, 2, 3. It's not for strength. I don't think it's your love tester.
Dad, who do you think is gonna win?
I don't know when I let go.
Duck food.
Aww.
Dada, he wants
What'd you get?
It says pork fish. Try again.
Dada.
Oh.
Are you supposed to let go?
Yeah.
Or are you supposed to squeeze it? I guess you're supposed to.
Wild. Oh.
I guess you're supposed. Here.
Do it. Squeeze it. Dada, you just want to get
Mild.
something right now.
No, not right now, dude.
Wait, Dada, what's mine?
Look at YouTube's looking at you. Look, William, your subscribers looking at you. They're saying, "Hey, geezer, stop whining. You'll get something after the train ride in a second, guy."
Can we play the game?
You gotta try again too.
Over there. How'd you roll again? Not even nice.
Watch out, my turn.
I think you let go of it. I'm not sure. You got the same thing as me. I think you're supposed to let
Because
go.
we're together.
Ready?
Oh,
Last one.
Wait, this is for all of us.
Okay, now
Dada,
come on, guy.
for your brother.
I want to go on the train.
Wild.
We're gonna go right now. Let's go feed some ducks.
Dada should be the girl.
I'll trade off with Daddy.
Can't get that loaded. Come on, Fiona. Jinx, you want me a Coke? Hello. Yes.
What's the last name?
Lopez?
Right. Adam,
Yep.
there you go. That's for everybody.
Thank you.
And boarding will just be alongside this building here. I recommend coming alongside about 5 or 10 minutes early.
Okay.
Okay,
Thank you so
very
much.
What are we gonna go do?
Feed the ducks.
Oh, you sound so excited. And Alex and Benjamin.
How many points is that? Mama, I want to feed the ducks.
Over here, let's look at it. What is this?
Time to the train.
Wait, so let's go feed the duckies.
Ducky! We get ducky too!
There he goes. He's zooming. He's gonzo. He said, forget you guys. I'm gone. I got a train to catch. Hello. Hello. They're lost in the grass. That's cool, huh?
YouTubers, I'm about to feed the ducks. Oh, and the duck pond is over there. There's a duck, right? There's duckies right there. Let me go feed them. Come here, duckies.
These guys are like, yeah, we already ate. Come on, William. Look at him, he's got a mouthful. Leave him alone. Uh-oh, they're coming.
Oh no, Becky.
Fiona, don't go too far, dude. We don't even know if we can be on this side. Oh, look, the turtle's coming. Babe, there's a turtle coming. I see you, guy. Where's your head? Peek it out, guy. I see. Oh, there he is. There he is. There's one right.
Just wait a minute. Oh.
There's a T on it, guy.
Give me your hand. How many turkeys
Can I just?
2.
Let me see it. Come on. Let me see your
This
phone.
is a T. I just got. Moving. It's moving.
Right here in the.
Go right here.
Where's he going, geezer?
In the mechanic store.
No, but he left us. Left us hanging.
Is it an open train? Is it open?
It's got a canopy, but we could get wet.
Is it gonna be cold?
It is. I'm cold. These are nice. We're gonna go straight on or what? When you hear the whistle, go straight, okay? Go all the way down.
Dad, after this we're doing the gift shop. Dad, after this we're doing the gift shop.
Which side, babe? I say we go on your side. This, go on that side if you want.
Dada,
Why don't you sit on?
Dada, after this we're doing the gift shop.
Yes.
Yay!
I'll sit next to your brother.
I want to sit on Alice.
Then come sit over here. We have big musical chairs.
Will we get to the place tonight?
Spread to your entire body, magically. Of course, this magical plant I'm referring to is known as poison oak, ladies and gentlemen. Poison oak is a souvenir you don't want to take home.
Not poison up, please.
So please keep your hands, feet, children, and face inside the rail car at all times. You also have to have a ticket to ride this train, believe it or not. Tickets are required. In particular, a boarding pass is required. The tickets on your phone are not actually tickets, those are just reservations. Be sure to please pick up your boarding pass for your group at the train station. There's one boarding. We also do not allow any burning of organic combustible materials with fire on this train. No smoking with fire.
Oh, with fire, okay.
But the most important rule of this railroad has to do with those lovely little yellow signs you may notice on both ends of every single rail car on this entire railroad. They're on the inside there, usually by your elbow. They say, please remain seated.
Yeah, I know.
And this ain't no joke, ladies and gentlemen. We're about to take a 1912 Shea steam locomotive up the steepest pair of narrow gauge train tracks in this entire continent. Because of this, it gets a little bumpy. It gets very bumpy, very randomly. That's why it's very important to remain seated for this entire trip. Now, once we get to the top of the mountain, we will stop for about 5 to 15 minutes or longer. While we're up there, you'll have the opportunity to stand or use the bathroom or check out the steam engine. But then I'm going to call you back to your original seats, the ones you're in right now. Because we're then going to turn this whole train around up there at the top of the mountain and then go down the same train tracks we came up originally, but in the opposite direction. Putting all of you on the opposite side of the train on the way down the hill, giving you a totally different view and the opportunity to get that picture you had to get so bad. So know that you will see everything that this railroad has to offer you eventually from the exact seat you're currently seated in right now. So please do not stand or switch sides at any point in this trip because it's dangerous. So please remain seated at all times. Very slow. In fact, the top speed on that old Shea locomotive is just about 10 miles an hour, which we will be reaching today. I'll make sure of it. The reason why that locomotive is so slow is because that is an all-wheel drive, gear-driven steam engine. A very uncommon design.
YouTubers,
Every single wheel underneath that locomotive's 42 tons of weight is driven and used to pull this train up the mountain.
I'm a
That
geezer.
means the train tracks are only 3 feet apart from each other, which
10 miles an hour, guy. Don't be scared. That's slow, dude. We were going 80 on the way up here. Mama's crazy, I know.
Just kidding. By the way, it's a great opportunity to practice your queen wave. If you haven't done so recently, it's all in the wrist. just a moment, you're going to hear a little bit of Morse code.
They missed the train. They missed the train,
Your
guys.
Morse code for the letter Q. Every time a train crosses a road, day or night, we legally have to blow the signal you're about to hear. Morse code for the letter Q is long, long, short, long. It started back in England when the Queen used to ride trains around. That's why it's the letter Q. The letter Q in Morse code. Now, before we get too carried away from the train station, literally, this would be a fabulous time for all of you to whip out those tickets. That's right, it's ticket time, ladies and gentlemen. Please have your ticket out of your pocket, out of your purse, out of your jacket, out of your sock, out of your hat, wherever your ticket's at. Please have it out in your hand and ready. And me and Carlos will be coming through the train to collect them. Please have your tickets in your hand. Thank you.
You ready? Huh?
Yeah.
You feel better now?
I want to see the little bear.
Our train's now entering a location on this railroad imaginatively named Big Trees. Because some of the oldest, largest coastal redwood trees left in this entire valley are right here. Scientifically, these large trees you're staring at are known as Sequoia sempervirens. We all know them as the coastal redwoods, and they're pretty tall. In fact, the tallest tree recorded to this day is a coastal redwood tree, just like the one surrounding this train, known as the Hyperion Giant, that measures over 382 feet tall. That's taller than the Statue of Liberty, and the pedestal it's standing on. Pretty cool. Now, if you take a moment to look towards the old steam engine, towards the front of this train, and then from this perspective, look to the left-hand side of the train, you'll be looking at nothing but a bunch of trees.
Nothing but a bunch of trees.
But now you know the left and right-hand side of the train, which I'll be referencing throughout this trip.
It's everywhere, guy. We're surrounded by it. Towards the last car where I'm standing, waving my arm around. Hey, good to see you. Now look up. Now I'm just messing with you. Right now, the locomotive at the front of this train is about 15 feet higher in elevation than anyone seated in this last car that I'm standing on. That's because we're currently climbing one of the steepest narrow gauge grades in all of North America. Just one of them. This right here is a mighty 8.5% grade. Now what that means is for every 100 feet the train is going forward, we're also gaining
feet of elevation. We're going up 8.5 feet for every 100 feet we go forward. Thus an 8.5% grade. And that's how you measure grades, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Algebra. Sorry. Now this is incredibly steep for a train, especially considering that most modern trains like Caltrain or Amtrak or Union Pacific consider a 3% grade to be as steep as they can possibly climb. But here on this railroad, we consider a 3% grade to be basically flat, all thanks to that all-wheel drive, gear-driven steam engine at the front of this train, known as a shake. Now, a little bit later, we will be going up the steepest pair of narrow gauge train tracks in this entire continent, but I'll try to warn you before we do that. Until then, he's gonna blow the whistle here in about 5 to 7 to 10 seconds. There's that old letter Q again. Now with the redwood trees being so incredibly tall, you'd think they'd have some nice deep roots on that to keep them from falling over, right? Makes sense. Well, they don't. The roots of the redwood, hold on. Hear that? They're slipping. Don't worry, it's your locomotive. To counter slippage, we have sand. I'll talk about the redwoods here in a second.
Traction.
This is a golden opportunity to tell you about trains. All trains are equipped with what's known as sanders. You know the domes on the steam engine behind the smokestack? One of those has a bunch of sand in it. And when the locomotive starts slipping like that, the engineer has an air valve which will dump sand out of that dome into a pipe which then drops the sand on the head of the rail right in front of the front wheel of the locomotive. If we're still moving, we will then run the sand over, which will crush underneath the locomotive's 42 tons of weight, which then gives us just a little bit more traction. That's why you see little piles of sand at the train stations where the trains usually stop. All locomotives are equipped with sanders to help with traction. That was a pretty cool example right there. Alright, now back to what I was saying about redwoods. The roots on the redwood trees only go down about 8 to 15 feet. That's all. Those roots then turn up towards the surface of the forest floor and then spread up to 200 feet in every direction around us. For them, interlocking with all the other trees around them as well. This makes a decent foundation for these trees to hold onto the dirt with. But the reason why the roots are so shallow is the same reason why the leaves on redwood trees look like needles. It's also the same reason why coastal redwoods only really exist about 2 to 20 miles from the coast of the Pacific Ocean. It all has to do with the fog. Every single night, fog from the ocean will roll in over these magnificent trees. The fog will then be absorbed into the spongy bark of the redwood tree. It'll also be absorbed into some of the needle-like leaves. Now the needle-like leaves will also comb the fog out of the air. It'll collect on those needle-like leaves, where it can then drip down to the forest floor, where those shallow roots can efficiently pick up to 500 gallons of water a night. Our train is now approaching a very special location on this railroad known as Spring Canyon. Spring Canyon used to be the home of our famous corkscrew loop trestle system, which is a really fancy name for two wooden train bridges that actually crossed over each other while forming a giant loop on the ground. In fact, when the trains were long enough, the locomotive at the front of this train would cross right over this last car I'm standing on, with both of them being on different wooden trestles. Think about it. It was an incredibly tight turn. It also worked great at gaining elevation on the railroad, always having a rolling rate about 6%. But unfortunately, one day in 1976, this all came to a halt when mysteriously both of our trestles out here were engulfed in a 300-foot fire. Burned for 3 days. And once they extinguished the fire, both of our trestles were deemed as complete losses. That's doing about the same big of stick and piece of charcoal in the woods. Now this presented Roaring Camp with a pretty interesting problem. That problem being we could no longer get our train up or down this mountain because somebody had to literally burn our bridges. To make matters even worse, we were running trains that day and there was a train at the top of this mountain. couldn't bring the train down, so we had to evacuate everyone off the mountain with a whole fleet of Volkswagen buses. It was madness, so I've heard, but I'm just going off what they told me, ladies and gentlemen. I was only born in '93. Once all that madness was over, our track crew in '76 decided to temporarily bypass these old burnt down trestles out here by building what's known as a switchback on the hillside to our right, staying true to a narrow gauge log and railroad look-alike. However, because of the geography out here in Spring Canyon and the placement of the larger trees, that switchback had to be a little steep. But our track crew back in 1976 was just a little overconfident in the abilities of our logging locomotives and thought we could make it up any hill we threw at them. So they didn't take any measurements the whole time they built it. Until they completed it 6 months later. That's exactly the time that track crew found out that they had accidentally built the steepest pair of narrow gauge train tracks in this entire continent, and possibly the world if you don't count cog railways. The 8.5%. It was stalled, huh? That's right, we're gonna go up the steepest pair of narrow gauge train tracks in this entire continent fully loaded backwards, making Roaring Camp the most backwards railroad you'll ever run.
Back from that. Wow. Look behind you. Cause he's a cheese weasel. Huh? You a cheese weasel?
That'd be fun.
Yeah.
I hope the train goes backwards. That'd be kind of
They just said that.
Now, one thing to keep in mind as we're going up this hill is your poor engine crew right now. Right now, your engineer Doug and your fireman Russ are sitting about 5 feet from a fire that's raging at 2,750 degrees. On the boiler water, steaming. That's how that works. Fortunately for them, though, the boiler itself is only radiating heat at about 500 degrees. That's all. This, of course, brings the ambient temperature inside the small wooden cab of that steam engine down there to a nice, comfortable 120 to 160 degrees all day long. So keep that in mind as we're going up the steepest pair of narrow gauge train tracks in this entire continent, fully loaded backwards on its
So what he did was he
that
did
your
the
engine
thing
crew
over
is
there,
literally
which made
making
the
for your
tracks
entertainment.
switch.
But don't worry.
So now we're going this way. We're going backwards.
We were down there.
You get it? We're technically right.
It's a very safe. So we're going back.
What do you tell your YouTubers? Like, comment, share, subscribe.
Like, comment, and subscribe.
Now back to redwood trees for a change. Species strong when you're a tree can be a little dangerous. You see all those lovely little vines with the leaves of green reaching out towards the train? That's poison oak. Poison oak is a vine-like plant with absolutely no thorns. Poison oak has no thorns at all. It's a vine-like plant growing in little leaves of tree that kind of look a little shiny. The reason why it looks shiny is because of the oil on the plant. That's what gives you the rash. So poison oak is a vine-like plant growing in little leaves of tree, kind of look a little shiny because of that oil. Now if you see another vine-like plant that has leaves of tree that has a bunch of very hair-like thorns on the other side of the leaf, the vines that kind of make it look hairy, well, that's actually a blackberry bush. Blackberry bushes and poison oak look incredibly similar. However, the leaf of a blackberry bush is a very pointed, jagged leaf. Poison oak has a very rounded leaf, kind of like an oak tree leaf without the points. So leaves of green, let it be. Especially if it's shiny, you better watch your hiding. But if it looks hairy, that's a berry. And if you can, take a moment to look
A
up and down
bear.
this train again. Next to the train on the left-hand side. If you would like to visit this cathedral grove while we're up here, it's really easy to do. It's right next to the train tracks. So all you gotta do is walk down the train tracks behind our train. You'll then be walking along a lovely little wooden fence. When that lovely little wooden fence ends, you then want to turn to the right. And if you miss the giant circling trees at that point,
Fail.
good luck.
You wanna go back to it? Come on, Gazer. Come on. Give me your hand. Come on.
Dad, there just used to be a road.
Still is a road.
And the bear's gonna hear us.
It's the horde. We don't like the horde. We go our own way.
Oh, there's a bear right there.
Where?
Going back up? There's a bear behind you, Alex. When you get into the car, you gotta turn the heater.
It's not gonna be hot. It's gonna be cold.
That's getting my prize. Dear poop.
Is it deer poop? Might be bear poop, dude.
Where? Back here, that's a rock, bro. It's a rock. Go back there and stick on it.
See all that? Where's an oak? Oh, those have thorns. It's blackberry.
We're not even close to the shot. Thank you for taking us here.
Yep.
Holiday fair.
So this is Hollywood. Oh.
Looks good.
Look at that big old stone.
Isn't that cool? Julia, you want one of you too? I'll send them to everybody when I'm done.
Dada.
What happened? I'm just messing with you. As we're leaving the mountain, I always personally like to check our brakes. That's so we don't end up in roaring camp quicker than we intend to. The brakes work off air. To apply the brakes, you take air out of the train. Yeah, is that kind of backwards? I'll try to point it out to you. If you listen, you might be able to hear Engineer Doug apply the brakes. Listen for the escaping air, and then we should slow down a little bit. I'll try to point it out to you. There it is. Hear the escaping air? See how we're slowing down? That's a good set, so I'll tell them. Engine 1, you got a good set. Kick it off. Good release. High ball running air, bare mountain. So the reason why it's set up like that is really smart. If a coupler breaks, the train will break into two halves. The air lines that control the brakes will also become disconnected and open. You then lose all the air out of both halves of the train, locking up the brakes automatically. It's called the Westinghouse Automatic Air Brake System, and it saved a lot of lives. Is coming up on the left, just in case you forgot about that already. And if you're wondering, what's up with all that steam blasting out the side of the locomotive all the time? Well, the technical term for that procedure. It's known as a blowdown, and I'll tell you more about that when you're a little older. About 30 minutes from now, don't worry. Just don't miss that view on the left. We like to inspect the safety appliances of these rail cars as many times as humanly possible on every single trip. So anytime you see me on the ground staring at the underside of the train as y'all roll by, try not to get offended if I don't wave howdy, because I really want to. It's just I gotta make sure we're all safe. Safety is the name of the game here on the steepest narrow gauge railroad in all of North America. See you soon.
No, it's like after the first flight.
The donkeys are coming. They're gonna come and buy us. The donkeys are coming.
No, yeah.
No, it's going back on the same track. We went up, and then we came back down on the same track. There's a little loop at the top for the bobcat. Looks like Bill Murray guy.
So in 1958, our founder, Norman Clark, signed a lease agreement with the Welsh family, allowing us access to their beautiful family forest for 100 years. Also allowing us to build a recreation of a steam-powered narrow gauge logging railroad right through the middle of it, not to log these trees, but to showcase these trees to fabulous people like you with the purple jacket, or you with that green hat, or you with that light green jacket, or you looking at me like I'm a weirdo, or any of you. So thank you for taking time out of your busy schedules today to come on down here to ride and support our little family-owned and operated business. Because without the help and support of amazing individuals like you, we wouldn't be able to do this. So thank you once again for coming on down and experiencing the Redwood Forest narrow gauge steam train. You guys are awesome. Thanks to give it a big old high five. I personally like to kick it because that's how I roll. I like to kick it. And there you have it, the letter Q in Morse code. A little more information about that, by the way. Trains that move quicker than 10 miles an hour, like Caltrain or Amtrak or Union Pacific, they legally have to be blowing that signal for at least 15 seconds before they actually cross the road. So that's why if you live near train tracks, those horns seem so drawn out all the time. It's because we legally got to do that by the FRA. So the next time you get woken up at 2 o'clock in the morning by a freight train blasting through your town, try not to get angry at us Cruz, please, because, you know, we're just trying to keep our jobs. You should be more angry at the Federal Railroad Administration. Now, the next time you hear that, let's in theory, our train should be crossing the sharpest curving passenger carrying trestle in all North America again. This time giving all of you on the right-hand side of this train a fabulous opportunity to give it a just like everyone on the left-hand side. on that trestle. The trestle is 210 feet long. It's also 42 feet tall, and it's a little difficult to stick the landing from 42 feet in the air. I knew a guy who tried once, and the key word there was new, so please remain seated. If you're concerned about me running around this train, hopping on and off this thing like a wild man, thank you. I do appreciate your concern, but y'all don't gotta worry about little old me, because I have trained me. That helps keep me safe. That's right, we're not out of the woods yet, ladies and gentlemen. In fact, it's all downhill from here. Accidentally boiled a whole pot of water down to nothing like I did last night attempting to make mac and cheese. But if you've ever done this, you'll find once all the water is evaporated out of the pot, you're left with a bunch of random minerals that used to be in the water that got left behind, right? Well, the same thing occurs to a steam locomotive, especially after you boil away 700 gallons of water like we just did going up and down this mountain once. It leaves a whole bunch of random minerals at the bottom of the locomotive's boiler that really mess up the old steam engines really bad. So to help counter this issue, all steam engines are equipped with a very special valve known as a blow-down valve. It's basically a large hole at the lowest point in that locomotive's boiler where all the sediment likes to build up. Now when our fireman Russ opens up that special valve, it lets a whole bunch of water and steam jet out of the side of the boiler with 200 pounds of pressure behind it, taking all that sediment right out of the boiler with it in a giant cloud of steam, like you may have noticed on top of Bear Mountain. Remember, I told you I'd tell you about it. Now in a few minutes, our train's gonna stop.
Excuse me.
You're sure this is what you
Go, Weezer. Where you going, honey? Or Alex? You can't go that way, dude.
I'm gonna get the same price. All of them are the same price.
stand in line.
I want to take one.
Oh, that's dope. You can get one.
Come on, guys, hurry up. Mommy's gonna stand in line.
How about the stickers?
Hurry up, boys.
Oh, right here.
They're adorable. Dad.
What is that? It's the train whistle.
Can you tell that I have Daddy's beanie right here?
Smile, guy. You look like you're happy you're getting a slug, dude. Hmm?